guys, welcome back. Okay, so today we are going to talk about foundation brushes. Actually, we're going to talk about one in particular. Well, three, but one, but you'll see. Okay, so I've got a lot of requests to show you guys how I use the Sigmax Kabuki brushes to apply foundation. Now I have three. I have the Sigma F80, I have the round Kabuki F82, and then I have the angled F88. Now my favorite ones to use are the round and the flat top ones. Actually, the round one is my favorite, if I'm telling the truth, and the angled one is my least favorite to use. So I know a lot of people have trouble with streaking and not nice finishes with these brushes. So if you want to learn how I use these brushes, then I'm going to cut to the footage and I'll talk to you guys a little bit after the tutorial. Okay, bye. Okay guys, so we're gonna get started. This is the Sigma F80 flat top. This is the Sigma F88, the angled, and this is the round top F82. So to be honest, I like using the flat and the round top the best out of the three, and the angle, I mean, I'll use it, but it's not my fave. I know the most popular brush by Sigma is the F80, so I'm going to show you how I apply my foundation using the F80 appropriately. Correctly. Today the foundation I'm going to use is this. This is the NARS Sheer Matte Foundation. My color is in Light 2 Mont Blanc. There's a lot of different techniques to use to apply foundation using a brush. I'm going to show you exactly how I use it and how it works the best for me. I'm not saying by any means that this is how you have to do it, but if you want a natural, nice finish, like I feel like I achieve with this brush, this is how I do it. A lot of people will, of course, spray their brush with MAC Fix Plus or some sort of a liquidy, watery type of thing to wet the brush up. I did that in the beginning and I found that it just kind of mushed my makeup all over my face. So what I do now is I just leave the brush dry. I've already primed my face, and I take the foundation that I intend on wearing and I put that on the back of my hand. I'm gonna put 2 pumps on. I usually use less. I usually use 1 pump, but I put 2. Yeah, okay. So, off you go, foundation. A lot of people will apply foundation directly to their face, and then it just kind of adds too much product, I feel. So this way you're distributing less and you're adding less and not putting so much foundation on, which I find that when people have trouble blending out foundation on their face using a brush, it's because they've added too much foundation. And when they leave streak marks and stuff on their face, you know, you hear a lot of people complaining about brush marks on their skin. I feel like that's because they're using way too much foundation. Hey, if you apply it to your face, that's alright. You do you. A tiny bit. I mean, like, can you guys see? It's just a small little bit. So I apply a tiny little bit to my face at a time. I don't go like bananas on it, and I start from the outward of my face and I go in. I do that because if you add too much product to the inside of your face with pores, it just enhances it. So what I do is I just start buffing in at the chin like this, at the jawline, and then when I have a tiny bit of product left, you know, because I've buffed the majority of it in right here, then I go under my eye like this. And I'm just kind of stippling under my eye and around my pores. Now I don't smear like this. I don't smear. I'll buff Harley. He just got makeup on his tail. Okay. I will use a stippling motion around my pores because that way it kind of fills them in and it packs the product in place instead of moving the primer and just kind of smearing it. So, a little bit of product, I buff it in, and I do patting motions wherever I have large pores using the brush. The key for me to keep the finish looking natural is the brush being as dry as possible, because the brush is really fluffy, and if the brush gets too wet, it just starts smearing and leaving brush marks, instead of when it's dry, it just kind of pats the product everywhere. So I just pat it around my T-zone like this, and around my nose. I definitely don't put too much product on my nose because my nose has tremendous pores. They're like craters. Now I do understand that right now I don't have a lot of acne. I have some acne scarring. If you have acne, you might have to do patting motions all over your face because that helps build the amount of coverage that you're going to get from your foundation. And also depends on the foundation you use. So I first put it under my eye and then I pat it like this. On my nose. I feel like whenever I see people depositing the foundation directly to their skin, it just, they put too much on, and then if you put foundation all over your face, the foundation is starting to set. Like the minute you put foundation on your face, it starts to set. So then you're changing the texture of it, and that's why you have trouble blending, because the makeup is already setting. So if you put it all over your face and you spend 2 minutes down here, this makeup has been sitting there for 2 minutes. Now my forehead, now you guys see I have hyperpigmentation on my forehead. So that's my struggle. And then when I get around the T-zone again, I start the patting motions. I pat, pat, pat. I pat it. And it gives it a nice finish like that. I of course bring the foundation. It's a pretty good match for me, but I do bring it down my jawline. And wherever you need extra coverage, you just want to go back over with the foundation. Maybe for a second layer you want to blend it out. I feel like I see a lot of people just doing this. Blend, 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 blend over their face, but that's not the only way to use the F80. You want to use this patting motion, the stipple motion, and it helps deposit that color without, you know, making it look all soupy. Okay, so there is 2 pumps of foundation using the brush, and it is completely finished. I got a really nice full coverage application using this brush. You can shear it down, and like if you have skin that you don't have a lot of pores, you can shear it down a lot using a tiny bit of product, more sheer foundation than the NARS Sheer Glow. This is medium coverage. It can be full coverage, super easy. So I got like a nice medium to full coverage. I said full, but it's more like medium to full. So that's it. I'm gonna bring you guys super close so you can see what my skin looks like. You want to always keep in mind that foundation is foundation. You know, people are always saying, oh, you know, I want it to look like skin. It's gonna look like skin as much as makeup can look like skin, because makeup is still makeup. It's still on your face. So unless you're using a tinted moisturizer, a lot of times you're gonna see the makeup to an extent. Even if it's a little bit, you still may see it on your skin. But I think with the F80 and using it the right way, I get a really nice finish. I've been using these brushes for several years now. That is the best way to use the F80. I'm gonna go do the rest of my face now. I'm going to shoot this tutorial, and then I will be back to close out the video. I'll be right back once I get this settled. Okay. So the F80 is a really, really great brush, along with the other 2 brushes I was talking about, the F82 and F88. I don't know why I have a mental block about the names on these brushes, but I absolutely love them. I hope my tutorial was helpful for you guys, and that you are successful in applying your foundation with the brush more easily and get a more desirable finish, because I know a lot of people don't seem to be able to work this brush to its fullest potential. So it is an amazing brush, and you can get a beautiful finish if you know how to use it correctly. So I hope you guys enjoyed this how-to video. If you'd like to see more how-to videos, just comment below or thumbs me up, and it lets me know that you like it and want to see more. If there are other products that you guys want me to show you how to use, or you have some questions about, just comment below. Let me know what you're interested in. But yeah, that's it. If you enjoyed this video, just go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.